everyone, I'm Lana from Lana Under Pressure, and today I'm going to be showing you an introductory video on how to use the brand new Instant Pot Vortex Plus 7-in-1 air fryer oven. I'm going to go over some of the accessories, I'm going to do a little cooking, and I'm also going to answer some questions that I've been asked from some of my followers. So first we'll start off with the accessories. The first thing is the drip tray that they give you. It really makes for easy cleanup. I've cooked a couple of times and just soapy water and a sponge works. One of the questions I've had is what it's made of. It's aluminum coated with Teflon, so if you don't use non-stick cookware, this probably wouldn't be the best thing for you to get until hopefully they'll come out with, something that's stainless steel or metal. But right now it is Teflon coated. It's very easy to insert into the machine. You just go ahead and put it right on the bottom. In the instruction manuals, it says that you can cover it with foil for easy cleaning, but I've had a very easy time cleaning it. I've cooked bacon, things with a lot of grease, things with a lot of dried on, and it comes right off, no problem. It also comes with 2 trays. They're also coated with a non-stick coating. And you can use this in any of the functions. And they just slip in. There's 3 racks. 3 positions for you to put that in, and you can either cook with one or both of them at the same time. Another question that I've had a lot is what will fit on these trays? How big is the inside of the tray? So to show you some of the pans and pots that'll fit onto this tray, because that's a big question. So this is something that I cook with often, and it's a glass Corningware 1.5 quart dish, and that fits perfectly onto the tray. Things with handles, I found a good tip is to put it diagonal, and it'll fit right in with the door closed, no problem. So these are things you can bake in. Another thing that fits really well is an 8-inch cake pan, a regular 8-inch cake pan. That fits perfectly right into it. One trick that you can do when using a cake pan is, what I like to do is flip the tray upside down so that you don't have the lip, and it'll fit much more because you won't have the lip in the way. I also have one of the rectangle Corningwares. Those fit perfectly on the tray. And an 8-inch square cake pan also fits just great. Another accessory that's really great to use, that I really enjoy using, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit, is the rotisserie cage. It comes with the cage and the lid, but it's very easy to put on. You're just going to line up the tabs and turn, and that's it. It's very sturdy, and it's really easy to clean. All of the accessories are dishwasher safe, including this, but I've used this a couple of times, and I've used just a kitchen brush and a sponge with soapy water, and it cleans really well. Another accessory that comes with it for the rotisserie is a rotisserie skewer with the 2 forks that you can use with chicken or roasts. I'll have another video where I'm going to do my Cuban rotisserie chicken. And this is very easy to put together. It just has screws that you unscrew a little bit, and you put the 2 tines in there and then screw it so it's tight right into the chicken or the roast, whatever you're cooking. It also comes apart, so for easy cleaning. Again, all of these things are dishwasher safe, really easy to clean. Also, the Vortex comes with this great tool, which has come in really handy, in order to get the rotisserie, either using the cage or the forks, whatever you're using, out of the oven when it's hot. Okay, another feature before we get into cooking that was really great with the Vortex is not only is it easy to clean all of the accessories, but inside it's also easy to clean. And one feature is that the door is removable, and it's very easy to do that. You're just going to open the door about 45 degrees, hold on to the top, and pull up, and the door comes off. And then you can wipe it down. One thing you should not do, and this was a question I've gotten before, is you should not submerge the door in water to clean it. You really don't need to. You just use a wet cloth and just clean it off, or a sponge, but definitely don't submerge this in water, and don't put it in the dishwasher. That you shouldn't do. To put it back on, again, really easy, 45-degree angle. You're just going to go ahead, slip it right in, no problem. The inside, I've cleaned. I'm going to show you the inside part is not coated with nonstick. However, it is really easy to clean. I've used a washcloth. I have a Norwex kitchen washcloth, and I just with plain water, no soap, and I've rinsed down splatters of grease, different things like that, and it's been very simple to clean, not an issue at all. So let's get cooking. The first thing I'm going to show you how to make in the Vortex Plus is bacon. It's one of the things I love the most, but I hate making because it makes such a mess. But in the Vortex Plus under air fry, super easy, very easy cleanup, not a lot of splatter. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to put the bacon on, you're going to use the trays, the accessory tray. You can fit up to 4 pieces of bacon longwise. I've also done turkey bacon, and you can fit 5 pieces going this way. So today I'm going to air fry the bacon on 375, and the way we start that is you're just going to press the air fry button and it defaults to 375. You're going to put the timer up to 5 minutes, up or down, it depends what you cooked last. This time I have to put it down, so now it's on 5 minutes, and you're going to press start. The Instant Pot Vortex is going to read on. You're not going to, if you've noticed, I haven't added it because it's actually going to preheat, and it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to preheat the oven, which is a lot less time than your regular oven, right? And one thing that some of my followers have asked is, how loud is this? Because I know a couple of air fryers can be really loud, and that's something that they don't really like. If you can hear, it's really not loud at all. I kind of think of it, it's a tiny bit louder than a regular microwave, but definitely not as loud as most air fryers or like your oven fan. This is about as loud as it gets. So not much at all. Another question that I've had is, how hot does it get? A lot of the convection ovens, especially mine, I love my convection oven, toaster, but it can get really hot. You can burn yourself when you're touching it. I've noticed that even when this has been going on for about 30 minutes, I can still touch the top, I can still touch the sides. The air that comes out of the back is warm, but not too hot. So it really doesn't get very hot on the outside at all, which is a really great feature. So while this is preheating, that's when I usually get the bacon ready. I have it ready already, but one of the great things is I like to start it to preheat, and then I like to get everything ready, so by the time this goes off, it's ready to go. So now the Vortex said add food, and the timer's going on, so you don't have to press cancel or anything, you're just going to open it up. You're going to put the tray in. I like to do the bacon using the middle tray, the middle position, and then you're going to close the door. You don't have to press start, it will start by itself, and then it will start counting down from 5 minutes until it's done. Now, one thing I really love about the Instant Pot Vortex, if you've ever cooked with the Instant Pot, which I do all the time, one of the most frustrating things is that you can't see the food. You just have to hope that it's cooked correctly until you open it. But with this air fryer, it has a light function where you can actually see the food really well. And so you don't have to be scared if you want it to add a little time, if you want to do it a little underdone, you can look and actually see to how you like it done. And another thing is you can add time easily by just pressing the up or the down function while it's cooking. You can also increase the temperature while it's cooking. You don't have to start it and stop it like you do with the Instant Pot. Now, it's almost done cooking. Sometimes it will tell you, it will give you on the display to say turn food, and at that point, if you're cooking something that needs to be flipped, you can do so. For bacon and things that are cooked for short time, I really don't. And you don't have to do anything, you don't have to turn it off or anything. It'll eventually just keep cooking, so you don't have to worry about that. So now it's gone off, it's done cooking. It'll go into cool mode and it'll display cool. And that way it's turning off the fan enough so that you can go ahead and take it out. And that takes only less than a minute. You're just going to open up the door. Now it's still very hot, even though it said cool, but it's still very hot, so you're going to want to use oven mitts And there we have perfectly done bacon, crispy. This was under 5 minutes, but if you want it a little crispier, you can cook it for 6 minutes or 7. If you like it a little bit underdone, you can cook it for 4. So as you see, it's really simple to do. And the tray, to clean out the tray, I usually wait until it's completely cool. I just leave the door open, and then I have breakfast. And then once I'm done, it cools down really quickly, and you just take the tray out, rinse it with soapy water, the same for this tray, and then you're done. The next mode I'm going to demonstrate is the roast function. And one of my favorite things that I've done so far on the roast function is actually hot dogs, believe it or not. And the thing that I found that cooks them the best is using the rotisserie basket. So today I'm going to make 5 hot dogs, but you can make more or less. And what I like to do is you just go ahead and place them in there and try to get them in a straight line. So as they turn, kind of like on those rotisserie turners that you see in like restaurants and stores, Costco makes the best hot dogs. This is going to give you that kind of cooking method, right? So once you have them in there in an even row, you're going to go ahead and lock the lid into place. And then we're going to go ahead and turn the air fryer on. So I'm going to press, this time I'm going to press roast. 375 is the default, and that works perfect. And I'm going to put it down to 6 minutes. Well, let's do 7 minutes. You can do it anywhere between 6 to 8 minutes, or a little bit more or less, depending how you like them. And again, because it has the light, you can kind of see and check on them, and you can pull them out whenever you're done. So once I've set the time, the temperature, I press the roast button. Now I'm going to press the green start. And the Vortex Plus is going to start to preheat. Now, for hot dogs, since, you know, there really isn't much of a direct cooking time, I found that I don't even have to let the Vortex Plus preheat, because it makes it so much easier to put them in while it's cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and open the door now. I'm not going to wait for it to tell me. And that way the oven is cool and I can use my hands. So to put the basket, to insert the basket inside, you're going to put the lid towards the right side, and inside, I'll show you a close-up, there's a knob, and that's what's going to engage the turning function. And in order to get that to work, you're going to take the basket and you're going to sit it on top of the tracks. You'll see 2 tracks there. You're going to put it back as far as it can go. Then you're going to use your hand and press this red tab in. Press it back, put the basket back more. Let go of the latch, and that's all you have to do. And then when it starts to turn, the knob will engage it all by itself. So once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and close it. You don't have to press any buttons. It's going to start by itself. And the light is on, and as you can see, it's starting to rotate the basket, and it'll do it slow enough so that you can do hot dogs, but you can also do things that are a little more delicate. I've done chicken wings, work out really great in the rotisserie basket, shrimp, all kinds of things like that. Okay, so now they're done. The timer has gone off, and again, the Instant Pot Vortex Plus is going to display cool, and you're going to allow it to cool just in there, and it's turning it off. I wanted to show you again, now that it's been cooking for a few minutes, not very hot on the sides, and in the back you can put your hand on it. Alright, so it's done. We don't have to press any buttons, we're just going to open the door. And now here's where it gets just a little bit tricky, I found. But once you do it a few times, taking the basket out, you're going to have to use one hand to hold the tongs, and then you're going to use your other hand to depress the latch. And you're going to press the latch in. So the tongs fit perfectly. Once I'm going to lift up a little bit, then I'm going to depress the latch, and let it go, and I can go ahead and close the door. Now you got to be careful because this is very hot. So what I found is the best. You can either leave it there to let it cool until you can use it, or I found using pot holders and a grilling glove. This is my husband's grilling glove. I kind of took it from him. He's probably wondering where it is. So it's a grilling pit mitt, and it works really well in order to hold on to it. And so you're going to just grab the end of one, and you're going to disengage the top just by twisting it and lifting it off. Be careful, that's hot. And I'm just going to take those out. Just like that. Put this in. And there's not a lot of grease really that's left in the basket, so it's really easy to clean once it's cool. I like to use, again, a brush. So here you have perfectly done hot dogs. Quick, easy, simple, doesn't get easier than that with the Instant Pot Vortex Plus. Thanks, bye!